as an auditor, 20 years, I worked, particularly we worked with all kinds of companies, private and public, non-profit and for-profit, energy, manufacturing, banking, obviously heavy banking, retail. But what I learned there was, in 20 years of applying accounting principles and studying accounting systems, because that's what an auditor does, in order to reach a conclusion. What are the systems that produce the financials, and can we rely on them, is one of the questions. So you get a tremendous knowledge there. And that comes to play here, because if you think about it, if we're doing a corporate governance engagement, we're looking at procedures and controls and how they operate. If I'm looking at financial statement information, what do I need in order to calculate a dollar number for something out of the books? That comes knowledge of accounting systems and procedures. Occasionally, this is not very frequently, obviously, but occasionally, understanding financial reporting. And I've told you before about this one case. I had a very, very well-known, well-regarded forensic accountant, CPA, but not one with financial reporting experience, made a terrible mistake because he didn't know. It was Regulation SK from the SEC, which relates to reporting of the information you report in financial statements, i.e. 10Ks, 10Qs, etc. And because he didn't know that, he made an assumption, and it was wrong, and it just basically it blew his opinion out of the water. In that situation, my background in financial reporting was pretty critical. One of my challenges here, and I don't know how to resolve it, I haven't yet figured it out. Well, and let me step to tax also. Tax is exactly the same thing. I got involved in taxes from the audit side, and as an auditor, I was asked to come in at a Fortune 500 company to replace the director of taxation on a temporary basis when he had a nervous breakdown and get their tax returns filed. And that was not just in the United States, that was worldwide. I was doing tax returns all over the place. And I was an auditor, not a tax guy, but I knew tax. And I've done taxes ever since then. So that knowledge I can impart. That's something I can impart because it's actually fairly, in my opinion, at the level we do, there's a theory out there that with few modifications, it works, and you can follow it. The financial reporting part is a depth of knowledge that I think is going to be hard for us to replace, but we'll do our best to do that. And then because our people do understand financial reporting, they're catching on to it. But those nuances like SK and SX and GASB and that kind of stuff, statutory versus non-statutory reporting, which is a UK issue, that kind of thing may be beyond what we can impart.